Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 2nd and 3rd of April 2023. Let's start with our session. Which city is the host of the 2nd edition of the Africa India Field Training Exercise, that is AF Index 2023? So this is the 2nd edition of the Africa India Field Training Exercise that has been concluded recently in Pune city, and it was held from 16th of March to 29th of March this year, and a total of 25 countries of the African continent with 124 participants, and the Indian troops from the Sikh, Maratha and the Mahar regiments participated in this multinational exercise. Okay, so the host for this field training exercise is Pune city. Now a few days back we have seen that the 3rd edition of International SME Convention has been concluded, and in this convention Madhya Pradesh government was the key state partner, while Uttar Pradesh government was the associate state partner. Fine. These two questions are very important. Now, Civil 20 India 23 Inception Conference was recently held at Nagpur city in the state of Maharashtra. Okay, and the 2023 SAFF Championship is set to be conducted in Bangalore city from 21st of June to 3rd of July, and India is holding this tournament for the 4th time, and among its earlier 12 editions India has won it 8 times. Fine. So this time it is set to be organized in Bangalore city. Next is New India Literacy Program will be implemented as which type of scheme? So New India Literacy Program is a centrally sponsored scheme that has been launched by the Indian government, and it will be implemented over the next 5 years, means from the financial years 2022 to 23 up to 2026 to 27, and the financial outlay for this scheme is 1037.9 crore rupees, out of which 700 crore rupees is a central share and 337.9 crore rupees is the state share. And the scheme basically aims to cover a target of 5 crore non-literates in the age group of 15 years and above. Okay, so New India Literacy Program is a kind of centrally sponsored scheme. Next is which state or the union territory recently released the Lake Development Program? So Lake Development Program was launched recently by the Telangana government and aim is to rejuvenate and develop 50 water bodies in and around Hyderabad. So of these 50 lakes, 25 are in Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation limits, and the remaining 25 are in Hyderabad Metropolitan Development Authority limits. Fine. So this is a program of Telangana state government. Now which state is the host for ISSF World Cup Shooting Championship for the year 2023? This is Madhya Pradesh. And also we have seen that Sehkar Samriddhi Saudha is set to be constructed in Karnataka state. What is this Sehkar Samriddhi Saudha? This is basically a 67-acre market yard for agricultural marketing. Fine. And talking about Andhra Pradesh state, recently it has passed a resolution to provide SC status for the Dalit Christians. Okay, and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has released the Tamil Nadu State Disaster Management Plan recently. Okay, so you can be asked that which state has launched its own disaster management plan? Answer would be Tamil Nadu state. Next is a space system design lab has been recently inaugurated in which Indian state or the union territory? So recently it has been inaugurated in Ahmedabad in the state of Gujarat, and aim is to promote growth and increase contribution of private sector space firms in India. So it is an initiative of the India National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, and the lab has computing resources that comprises of 16 workstations and high performance computing multi-core servers. Okay, so it has been recently inaugurated in Gujarat. Now let's see a few of the important inaugurations. Recently our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated the Whitefield Kadugodi to Krishna Rajapura metro line in Bengaluru to ease the transport and increase connectivity. Also, Home Minister Amit Shah has recently inaugurated the Vedic Heritage Portal where in New Delhi, and main objective is to provide a deeper understanding of Vedic knowledge traditions. Now on 13th of April, a statue of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar will be unveiled in which state? In Maharashtra. And this statue of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar would be called as Statue of Knowledge, just like Statue of Unity. Fine. So you can be asked that a big statue of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar is said to be unveiled in which Indian state? Answer would be Maharashtra. Next is Defense Ministry signed a contract with which institution for the communication satellite GSAT ZB. So Union Defense Ministry signed a 3,000 crore rupees contract with the New Space India Limited for the advanced communication satellite GSAT ZB, and it is built to support the communication requirements of the Indian Army. Okay. Now these days LVM-3 was in news, and it has been launched by ISRO for its second commercial mission. And also ISRO has initiated the Yuvika program. Why? To encourage the students to pursue careers in STEM. What is this STEM? Science, technology, engineering and mathematics field, right? And already we have talked about the NISAR mission. NISAR is the initiative of India and US. Basically its full form is NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar. Okay. Now can you tell me, recently India has signed a defense cooperation agreement with which European country? So India-Romania Defense Cooperation Agreement was recently signed by the two countries, and it will set the foundation for the practical cooperation between the armed forces. So basically it will help in expanding the military relationship between the two signatories. Okay, so answer would be Romania. Next question is Sheikh Khaled bin Mohamed bin Zayed has been named as the crown prince of which important country? So recently he has been named as the crown prince of Abu Dhabi, and he is the eldest son of the UAE president Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Okay, so this puts him next in line to take over as a leader of the federation, and he has served as a member of Abu Dhabi Executive Council and as a chairman of Abu Dhabi Executive Office. Fine. So now he has been named as the crown prince of the country UAE. Now can you tell me who is the most followed Twitter user? This is Elon Musk. Elon Musk has recently become the most followed Twitter user, and with this he has replaced Barack Obama, who was the most followed Twitter user since 2020. Okay, and also if we see few important appointments, so Tata Power has recently approved the reappointment of Mr. Praveen Sinha as its MD and CEO. Okay, also Mr. G. Krishna Kumar has been appointed as the chairman of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. Fine. Next is Defense Ministry has signed a contract with which company for procuring Project Akash Tir for the Army? So Defense Ministry has signed a contract with Bharat Electronics Limited for the procurement of the automated air defense control and reporting system, that is Project Akash Tir for the Army. And it enables the monitoring of low-level airspace over the battle areas of the Indian Army and effectively control the ground-based air defense weapon system. Okay. So Defense Ministry has signed this contract with Bharat Electronics Limited for procuring the project Akash Tir for Indian Army. Now can you tell me which union ministry is associated with the Metro Railways Act 2002? So basically it is the law that governs the operations of metro rail system across India, and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs recently proposed amendments to this act to ensure that no asset of any metro rail can be attached. That's why it was in news. Okay, so you have to remember that Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs is associated with this Metro Railways Act. Next is, which state has the lowest ratio of police personnel per 1 lakh population? So according to the data compiled by the Bureau of Police Research and Development on police organizations, Bihar has the lowest ratio of police personnel per 1 lakh population. And in Bihar, this ratio is 115.08, and in West Bengal, this value is 160.76. Okay, so your correct answer would be Bihar state. Now recently, Mr. Lalit Kumar Gupta has been named as CMD of Cotton Corporation of India. Okay, and already we have seen that Group Captain Shaliza Dhami has become the first woman to command frontline Indian Air Force combat unit. And also recently Pepsi brand has appointed actor Ranveer Singh as its brand ambassador. Next is, which union ministry implements the National Handloom Development Program? So the aim of this program is to promote sustainable development of the handloom weavers in and outside identified handloom cluster. And the central government has recently informed that an assistance of more than 201 crore rupees has been provided under this initiative over the last 4 years. That's why it was in news. So National Handloom Development Program is associated with Ministry of Textile. Can you tell me, PM Shri scheme is associated with which particular field? So PM Shri is associated with education basically, and Education Ministry has shortlisted around 9,000 schools across the country for its Pradhan Mantri Schools for Rising India scheme. And they were selected from over 250,000 government schools including Kendriya Vidyalaya and Navodaya Vidyalaya. And it stated that a total of 6 parameters including curriculum, access and infrastructure, human resources and gender equity were examined for the selection purpose. Okay, so PM Shri scheme is associated with education field. And what is the full form of Shri? This is Schools for Rising India scheme. Next is, Hamza Yusuf has been confirmed as the new First Minister of which country? So Parliament of Scotland country has confirmed that Hamza Yusuf is the new First Minister, and he becomes the youngest First Minister and the first Muslim leader of a government in the Western Europe. So he made the history by becoming the first non-white head of the Scottish government following his election as a leader of the Scottish National Party. So now onwards, Hamza Yusuf is the new First Minister of the country Scotland. Now, a few days back we have seen that the gold deposits were found at different locations in 3 different districts in the state of Odisha. Which are these 3 districts? First is Devgarh, second is Keonjhar, and the third is Mayurbhanj. Okay, and also lithium reserves have been found in India. At which place? The first place is Jammu and Kashmir, and second is Mandya district of Karnataka state. Okay. Next is, which football player recently scored his 100th international goal for his country and his 800th career goal? So this is captain of Argentina, Lionel Messi. He scored his 100th international goal for his country in a friendly match against Curacao, and this was his 800th career goal. So answer would be Lionel Messi. Now these days WPL 2023 was in news, and the venue for this event is Mumbai. Who has won this? So Mumbai Indians has won this championship by defeating Delhi Capitals. Also recently, Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2023 was held, in which winner was Sergio Perez. Also there is this Bahrain Grand Prix 2023, and the winner for Bahrain Grand Prix is Max Verstappen. You have to tell me from which countries both of these sports person belong to. These are two different countries. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with our revision session, in which we are doing the current affairs revision for the month of February, and this is part 5 in this series. So today we'll be doing the questions from 61 up to 75. Let's start. Which state inaugurated the MV Ganga Vihar floating restaurant? So the state Bihar has inaugurated the MV Ganga Vihar floating restaurant recently, and this floating restaurant is operated by the Bihar State Tourism Development Corporation. Which state or the union territory is the host of the Suraj Kund International Craft Mela? I think yesterday we have talked about it, and correct answer would be Haryana. So 36th Suraj Kund International Craft Mela was recently organized, and for this year the Shanghai Cooperation Organization was the participating international entity. Which country's Prime Minister has been named as the most popular leader in Global Leader Approval Survey? This is Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He has been named as the world's most popular leader with an approval rating of 78%. And the second most popular leader as per the survey is Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador from Mexico. And the third was Alain Berset, who is from Switzerland. Okay. Archaeological Survey of India recently found 1200-year-old idols in Nalanda. In which state? Nalanda lies in Bihar state, and recently ASI has found 1200-year-old idols in Nalanda. Which institution releases the food price index, which tracks the most globally traded food commodities? This is the United Nations Food Agency, Food and Agricultural Organization, and it tracks the most globally traded food commodities. Next is, which tech major has invested nearly $400 million in artificial intelligence startup Anthropic AI? Answer would be Google. Google has invested this much amount. Which union ministry implements the FAME scheme, where the FAME stands for Faster Adoption and Manufacturing of Electric Vehicle? Answer would be Ministry of Heavy Industries. Basically, the government has nearly doubled its budgetary allocation for the FAME scheme to subsidize the purchase of electric vehicles. And this is the highest allocation under the scheme since its launch in 2020. Ministry of Cooperation signed a memorandum of understanding with which ministry to enable primary agricultural credit societies function as common service center? Answer would be Ministry of Electronics and IT. Bind scheme, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which ministry? It is related with Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and BIND stands for Broadcasting Infrastructure and Network Development Scheme. Which country introduced new family laws called Federal Personal Status Laws? Answer would be UAE. So these new family laws cover various aspects of family law like marriage, divorce, child custody, inheritance, etc. And it will apply for the non-Muslims who are residing there. Next is, which Southeast Asian country partnered with the US to grant more access to its bases? So US and Philippines have announced the plan to expand the America's military presence in Philippines there. And as part of the agreement, US has allocated $82 million toward infrastructure improvements at 5 current sites in country Philippines. Okay, so this will provide access to 4 more bases to the US. Which country announced India as the theme country at its 2025 International Book Fair? This is the country Spain. So India will be invited as the theme country at the Madrid International Book Fair in 2025. And also don't forget that Spain is the theme country at the 46th International Kolkata Book Fair, which concluded recently. Vihangam web portal, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which field? So Vihangam web portal is related to drone technology. And the Coal India arm, Mahanadi, Coalfields Limited has introduced the drone technology in coal mines for environmental monitoring, volume measurement and digital mapping of mines. And the technology has been introduced through the launch of a web-based portal named as Vihangam, which is the first Indian retailer to introduce central bank digital currency. Answer would be Reliance Retail. So Reliance Retail has become the first Indian retailer to introduce central bank digital currency, which is also known as the digital rupee. Okay. Which country is India's top destination for goods export during April to December 2022? This is USA. And US has emerged as India's top destination for merchandise export, and the worth was $59.7 billion. And US was further followed with UAE at second position, and the third country was Netherlands. Fine. So these three countries are India's top destination for goods export. So these are the next 15 questions from the month of February, and tomorrow we'll be continuing it from here, and we'll cover the question from 76 up to question number 90. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Minu Zahad Sana signing off.